Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one right here is for Hannibal, Season 1, Episode 11. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Thank you.
Alright, we're coming from last episode from Christian, who says, so now we know that Will doesn't have a mental illness, but a diagnosed physiological disease, and that Hannibal has known about it nearly the whole time. He has manipulated Will for a while now that there is no physical cause to all of his symptoms, and now that he has gotten Will a clean bill of health from a neurologist that he knew personally and knew could be persuaded to act unethically, whom he then cleverly murdered after getting what he wanted from him. Hannibal is free and clear to keep playing with Will's mind and watch it spiral out of control. Truly a nightmare. The autoimmune disease Will has, anti-NMDA receptor encephalitis, is treatable and fully recoverable from, but left untreated can lead to psychosis, severe medical issues, and sometimes death. That shit is fucked up. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. Let's get into episode 11 right now.
If only I had been more curious about the common mind.
I have no interest in understanding sheep. Only eating them. Kudala, a South Indian curry. Made from sheep, of course. Bathed in a coconut coriander chili sauce.
It feels like a Last Supper.
You're not the only psychiatrist accused by a patient of making them kill. Poke around a psychopath's mind, bound to get poked back.
What would you do in my position?
Bruh.
Deny everything.
I thought psychic driving would have been more effective in breaking down his personality.
Psychic driving fails because its methods are too obvious. You were trying too hard, Frederick. If force is used, the subject will only surrender temporarily. Once a patient is exposed to the method of manipulation, it becomes much less effective.
When Dr. Gideon began to suspect he was being pushed,
He pushed back. The subject mustn't be aware of any influence.
Because I got my guy I'm manipulating down pat. He actually thinks he's got a mental illness.
Which I believe he does.
He doesn't.
Panic attack.
He's got a psychological disorder in his brain. His brain's on fire. But they're not treating him. Because they want him to be crazy.
You just said he didn't have a mental illness.
Yeah, it's not a mental illness. It's a brain disease. He's got like something that can get treated.
Oh, okay. With medicine and shit?
Yeah, like antibiotics.
Oh. He got a fungus in there.
He's got like an infection, inflamed brain.
It's also fucking up his name.
Yeah, because it's in his brain.
Yeah. Why don't you go to a real doctor though? Not a psychiatrist.
No, he did. That's where they went, to the neurologist. The neurologist told him he was fine, so that him and...
I guess he did. How you gonna get? You got 3 people you gotta take care of, and got the handcuffs. going on back there? Hell going on?
So does Abel Gideon still believe that he's the Chesapeake Ripper?
Abel Gideon is having a difference of opinion about who he is.
He had time to gut all these motherfuckers. Heart and all, baby. Let's put some barbecue sauce on
The man who escaped from that van was not in the same state of mind when he did this.
You took a uniform, police radio, 2 9mm handguns, pepper spray, taser, and handcuffs.
Well, it's what he didn't take.
He hung the organs from the branches with the mane from the victims.
He can tie little bows with some of them. Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Chesapeake Ripper would not have left the organs behind. Well, if Gideon isn't Chesapeake Ripper, he's certainly trying to get his attention.
Local PD picked up a foot trail leading out of the woods. Boot soles are consistent with the ones we found at the crime scene.
How fresh are the tracks?
Seen 3 hours
Fresh
old.
and fresh.
Which direction they headed?
Back to Baltimore.
I suppose this is my fault too.
You did dodge a bullet. Gideon's escape forgoes a trial and a very public humiliation for you.
And now you are hosting a private one. Next you'd be accusing me of arranging his escape.
No one's making that accusation.
If we're tossing around the blame, Dr. Bloom, you would do your fair share. You planted the idea that I was unethically manipulating Gideon.
Well, according to Gideon, you were.
After you told him I was. You thought I was manipulating him? He was manipulating you.
You were pushing him.
He gave me informed consent to treat him. Said that he was grateful for my help in understanding who he is.
Did you help him understand?
He was not insane when he killed his wife. Killing her drove him insane. I did not convince him that he was a serial killer. I just reminded him of the fact.
Gideon is not the Chesapeake Ripper, although he might have thought he was under your care, Doctor.
Whether he is or he isn't doesn't really matter right now. If he thinks he is, or even if he's confused on that issue, he will kill again.
I hope he does not, for your sake. Cannot imagine how you would sleep with that on your shoulders. Cannot imagine how you would sleep with that on your shoulders.
How did you sleep when Gideon killed your nurse?
What does Gideon want?
The last thing Abel Gideon said to me is that he intends to tell everyone that he is the Chesapeake Ripper.
Of course he is.
A fugitive is Abel Gideon, transplant surgeon. Convicted in the 1st degree, the murders of his wife and her family. Institutionalized at the Baltimore State Hospital for the Criminally Insane, where he killed a nurse and claimed to be the Chesapeake Ripper. Dr. Gideon escaped this morning after killing 3 people. He is armed and dangerous. He is believed to be at large, free in the murder of his wife and her family.
I just want him to pass out and be taken to the hospital and then someone having to tell him what it is, you know?
They probably won't, I guess. He had to be out for a while for him to even get to that neurological part.
What did you see?
Thicket of antlers. All I heard was my heart. Dim, but fast. Like feel like myself. I feel like I have been gradually becoming different for a while. I just feel like somebody else.
What do you feel like?
I feel crazy.
Where is what you fear most?
I fear not knowing who I am. That's what Abel Gideon's afraid of, isn't it? He's like a blind man.
I just want somebody to help Will. I don't
Somebody
like it.
got inside his
He's
head.
fucking fucked.
Moved all the furniture around.
I imagine Abel Gideon would want to find a Chesapeake Ripper to gauge who he is. And who he isn't. Well, you have me as your gauge.
That's what the problem is right now.
Gideon didn't leave a manifesto. We confiscated all correspondence from his outside admirers. We're going through everything now.
Good.
Is that Will out there? What the fuck is going on out here in my snowbank?
In my snowbank.
They will be sewing up Dr. Chilton until the morning. That is, if he makes it through the night.
At least Will remains in one piece.
Dr. Chilton's gonna need his own psychiatrist because he's about to be traumatized.
Oh, you talking about
His
good?
temperature is 105.
I'm good
White
now.
blood cell count is twice normal, and they still
Yeah,
can't
good.
identify the source of his infection.
They can bring him back to life though. They get him to the hospital.
You seem confident.
Put the puzzle back together.
I am. Even with a temperature of 105 degrees, Will was able to bring Gideon down. I told you he'll be fine.
I don't think
Jack.
so.
I would recommend you suspend his license to carry firearms.
You and I are just gonna have a difference of opinion about who Will is, Doctor.
All right, that was episode 11 popping off right there for Hannibal. You know, it's a hot mess. I think at this point, what's his name? Jack? Our main guy?
Will.
Will, you know, Will is, this episode I thought he's about to like either die or just really just pass out hard, right? And I would rather him do that in front of Lawrence Fishburne so he can get him to the hospital and then Lauren can tell him, hey, this man was like seasoned, freaking out, being crazy, and he been being weird for a while too. Can't we just do a full checkup on him? You know, but that didn't happen. What happened was we sent him to the hospital with a fever, and that's all they're going to probably treat him for is a fever. So that sucks for everybody involved. But yeah, shout out to Eddie Izzard coming on here and being a crazy-ass, cool, calm, and collective psycho killer. And so the way he was just precisioning, cutting up people and taking them out, trying to lure the damn Hannibal, it worked. It worked perfectly. I thought Hannibal was going to probably take care of him, but I guess Hannibal felt like, you know what? This is beneath me. Plus, I already got a scapegoat. I could just let Will go handle this lightweight right here and be done with it. Keep moving. And that's exactly what happened. And so I think Hannibal is playing a great game of mental Olympics, and it's working for sure. Very creepy. Very creepy what he's doing to him and wrong at the same time. Now, did Eddie Izzard's psychiatrist deserve to be gutted like that and hold his own gut? No, he did not. He could go to jail, but he did not deserve what he got. But damn it, fuck with a killer, you get what a killer do. And that's what it was. Interesting episode right here. Last 2 episodes coming up. Will get the help that he needs. One never know.
Alright, I'm very glad that this is the first show we watched again for the evening because I gotta watch something completely different because this is so disturbing.
Tongue hanging out right now.
It moving.
Just right now.
And it's moving.
Didn't want to do
What is it moving? Oh.
Why are your tongue so long? Your tongue's
I don't know. Stop talking about it. Ew. So that was really nasty. But nothing takes the cake as far as forcing someone to be awake while they watch you take your organs out of your body. That is, how did he not just die of shock and fear? Like,
numbed up. I think it numbed him up.
Yeah, but like you're seeing it though. Like you're aware of what's happening.
Yeah,
like how did you not have a motherfucking panic attack and just heart attack die? That and then to make his ass hold it. Oh my god, it is like beyond me creepy. Like I definitely can't think about this too long because I will have the exact same nightmare tonight.
That pain is gonna be
right
when it heals.
Oh, he's gonna be so fucked.
Whatever, yeah.
But all of that was crazy. But obviously what takes the ultimate cake of the episode is the master manipulator that Hannibal is. He got Will to kill. Like, I keep thinking, like, he's gonna try to make Will a killer, but, like, he did it, and I didn't think he was gonna do it. Like, he actually got Will to kill somebody, and the only reason Will shot him was because he thought he was already dead, and it was a hallucination of his brain. Like, he did not think he was actually killing who he killed. So he doesn't think he killed anybody. He thinks it was a hallucination. It's so fucked. It's so fucked, and, like, how does that... That's super scary. Like, what if he saw, a bloom like that, and, like, he could have killed her, Alana, and, like, it is really fucked. It's so scary, and it's so manipulative, and I just want somebody to see that Will is not okay, and, like, get him to a different doctor and be like, something's not right. Like, normal people don't sweat and have 105 fevers. What are we doing?
Can we check him out?
If you take him to the hospital with 105 fever, they're going to be like, what's causing the 105 fever, though? So they have to run tests. If they don't run tests, that's going to be such bullshit. Yeah. And I'm going to call house on their ass. I'm going to be like, get them. But such a great episode. So disturbing. So a lot. And now we're getting into, I think, the last 2 episodes of the season. So can't wait to see how that plays out. But again, just another phenomenal episode.
Yep. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Hannibal. Season 1, episode number 11. And until next time.